What's up, guys? It's your boy Nick, and we're back with another episode of Virtual Tailgate. Today we're doing something very special, a duck and andouille gumbo. If you don't have duck, you can use chicken. If you don't have andouille, you can use sausage. If you don't have good sausage, almost any sausage will taste good. But the better your ingredients, the better the end result will be. Now we have an understanding on ingredients. The quality of ingredients will obviously impact the end result, the final dish. Next, once you have good ingredients, that is not the ultimate make. So what you need to do is learn how to layer flavors. Every opportunity you can add flavor, which is how we get to the ultimate gumbo of layering at every opportunity. So for my duck, that would be outstanding if you guys would drop some ducks off to me like old Mike used to do back in the day. If you don't have ducks in the freezer, Chris's Specialty Meats here in New Orleans, and there's also one in Baton Rouge, they package a beautiful farm-raised seasoned duck that is already very neat, very clean, outstanding product. I got a few duck breasts. Hey, there was a quail or two. The stock can be two different ways. You can do a very clear stock, kind of a consomme. However, what I chose to do is sear the meat off first. I got some dark spots in there that'll give us a more unctuous and deep flavor. Then I threw the vegetables in there to kind of get that color going. Then I add the water, and then for an added bit of collagen, I added some chicken feet, and I added a pretty good bit of them. What this is going to do, aside from give you very strong flavor, is going to add a little bit of viscosity to the stock. You know, people say, what? Why would I eat a chicken foot? I can't deal with a chicken foot. Okay, so what a chicken foot does, the collagen in the knuckles, and I assume if you would eat a human hand or knuckle, it would be the same. Maybe somebody can drop a line. So if you have the knuckles and you cook it down, it gets that sticky, icky, okay? Now, think of it like ribs. Ribs have that knuckle when you're eating pork ribs, okay? And it's that sticky, tacky, you know, baked chicken, everything, you know, you feel it and you enjoy it in other methods. So that's what I'm getting from these chicken knuckles and these chicken feet. So boom, you know, I quartered the duck, put it all in there, and in about an hour I took it out because I don't want to spend all of that meat. I want flavor left in the meat. So I'm going to finish cooking that in the actual gumbo. Leave the wings and stuff in there, let them go. Okay, now we have our beautiful stock. We always talk about sausage. There's sausage all over the state of Louisiana, and in the country there's different sausages all over the country. Any sausage will produce a gumbo or jambalaya, but today we're looking for the ultimate, and I've tasted a lot of really good sausages, but the number one sausage, in my opinion, comes out of Addis, Louisiana. Sometimes when you want the good stuff, you got to go travel for it. Benoit's Andouille is hands down the best sausage for a gumbo that I have ever used. And then I hedged my bet a little bit because you cannot get enough smoke, and Benoit's has the exact smoke that I love, so I threw a pound of tasso in there also. So now we have really good beginnings. We got our duck, we got our stock, we got our andouille, and we've got a piece of tasso for added support. If you want the ultimate, every step of the way, find a way to add more flavor. Later on, we're going to put 3 different types of pepper in there. 6 different types of pepper if we count white pepper, black pepper, red pepper. We're going to put poblano, bell pepper, jalapeno. That's 6 if you're counting the same as I am. Okay, all right, thickeners. We're going to put the collagen from the chicken feet as a thickener. We're going to use a roux, and we're going to do that fairly dark, and then we're going to use filet. It's also another thickener, and we're going to use okra. 4 thickeners as well. So look, let's just keep up, watch things, drop a comment below, and most of all, enjoy the show. Whenever you want the good stuff, sometimes you gotta go get it. So let's hit the road. We are right on the outside of beautiful Donaldsonville, Louisiana. If you've ever driven past Plaquemine out there, past White Castle, you'll have this beautiful little town called Donaldsonville. We are on the river. Right across the river is going to be Burnside, right near Gonzales, just to get your bearings straight. All right, we've all set up. You've seen us get the goods. We got the secret ingredients, and now we gumbo. So we start with the roux. 3 cups of this roux going. I'm gonna do about 3 gallons. You wanna do about a cup to a gallon. So about 2 cups of oil. But today, so we're gonna go lard. This is 2 cups, 16 ounces of lard. Now it's a little windy out here, so you're gonna wanna watch your flame, because you're gonna wanna turn it high. Don't turn it high. This is gonna be about a 3 beer roux. Now look, we're not going as dark as Darren Hernandez because we're not doing a seafood gumbo. This is gonna be a little thicker. So the secret is, the darker your roux, the less thickening capabilities that it'll have. So we want this one dark. Don't get me wrong there, Darren. We're gonna go dark with it, but we're just not gonna go Chocolate City like you like to do it. This is the one, Lagunitas Daytime. It's the pause that refreshes, 98 calories, 3 grams of carbohydrate, 4% alcohol by volume. So it's definitely a light beer. But it's got some flavor. Try some. While we're cooking, got a lot of time on my hands, so this is going to be a longer pull. Arturo Fuente Don Carlos Presidente. A little longer on the smoke, so hey, I'm out here relaxing on the beach just south of Donaldsonville. So gotta go ahead and relax now. Not quite as dark as I would like it. So right before it gets to that point, we'll make sure it's real hot. Of course, it's lava. And if you also saw the way I like to do my roux, especially in big batches like this, kind of taper that heat on and off. You know, for one thing, I like to talk a lot. You know, we're always gonna be doing something else. I'll get distracted pretty easily. And it kind of pumps the brakes on it. And that cast iron still allows it to cook, but it won't let it burn if you don't get it too hot. So right whenever it gets real sticky icky, it's gonna be up to about 500 degrees. It's gonna continue to cook, but watch this. Once you throw them onion in, look at it getting darker. Look at it getting darker. Cool. I'm gonna tell you now. So don't go overzealous and get too dark before you put them onion in, because it's gonna get dark quick on you. All right, so we got our onions getting there. Now I also got jalapeno, one poblano, and 2 green bell pepper. Okay, that's gonna give us 3 different types of pepper flavor. So everything that we do in Southern cooking is gonna be layer on layer on layer of flavor. Okay, so you see how we got our stock. We cook that duck, sear it in this pot, and then we add the juice. I'm gonna have 2 different types of duck. They're gonna have 2 different types of texture and flavor. So again, what we're doing here with the 3 peppers, we're gonna have 2 different types of onions, a yellow and a green onion. We're gonna have 3 different types of pepper, black, white, cayenne. So we're layering. Now, here's another thing that we're going for layers of unctuous flavor. We're gonna put a little bit of tomato paste, okay? I know you guys hate tomatoes and you don't think that's a good gumbo, but I'm here to tell you, put a little bit of that tomato paste in the bottom of this pot and watch how that turn out. Okay, so at this point, we done got our roux to the right color. We done incorporated our tomato paste. We got our vegetables in there. Now, I didn't add garlic, right? What's gonna happen if you add garlic right now? It's gonna burn, get bitter. Don't want it. Now it's time to add that beautiful stock. Now I got a gallon of stock here. I'm not gonna start off using that, but look what them chicken feet did to that stock. It's like jello. Oh yeah. Now that, my friend, is what's up. And if you could smell what I smell, oh man, it's a beautiful thing. Look, I most definitely, now you saw that I used the chicken feet. If you can't get a hold of chicken feet or duck feet, use pig feet, use pig ears, use pig tails. So we got about a gallon of stock in here right now. We've got another half a gallon of the other stuff. I'm gonna put the meat and whatnot in later, but I still got about another gallon and a half left of volume that I need to cover. So the main thing we're trying to do right now is cook our roux down in our base. Honestly, once I get this consistency right, you're gonna be able to eat this with nothing in it, and it's gonna taste great because of that stock that we made. Never underestimate the importance of layering flavor. And it's gonna taste great today, but it's gonna taste even better tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and add a gallon of water also. That's gonna put us at about 2.5 gallons. and volume of liquid and whatnot. I'm gonna reserve a little. You can always add, and you can take away, but it just takes you a long time. I'm gonna let this cook. We're gonna bring it up to a boil and we're gonna reduce it down to a simmer. Then we're gonna move on to the next step. All right, right before we get to a boil, we're gonna go ahead and add our garlic and green onions. And we're gonna add our bay leaves. Then we have a seasoning blend. For about 3 gallons of gumbo. I've got a little mix here. I've got 2 tablespoons of salt, 1.5 teaspoons of black pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of white pepper, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1.5 teaspoons of filet, 1 teaspoon of chili powder, and 1 teaspoon of paprika. Should be exactly right. Duck breast, 2 thighs, 2 drumsticks, and I got 2 pounds of andouille. That's that Benoit's andouille. This, I can tell you, is going to be mighty powerful. It's all come together. I went ahead and left the skin on the duck breast, sliced it up. It was so good looking. Got our little rice. I gotta tell you, a buddy of mine, Anatole Vincent, that rice makes all the difference. And my man Anatole says he will not eat if you're using parboiled rice. Well, Anatole, this is not parboiled rice. We got some hot in the water made, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit it. And I gotta tell you, I got the biggest spoon I could find, and it ain't big enough. I need a shovel. This is amazing. Let me get some of that stock duck. That is a beautiful thing. Award-winning gumbo. What we're doing, we're pairing this with a Hugel Gentile Alsace. It's from the Alsace region, France. Going with gumbos like this, substantial, spicy, rich gumbos. You can go with a light red. Of course, during the winter time, it wouldn't be a bad pick. A little brisk out here. But man, spicy food, you're moving around. We're in the South Louisiana. I'm gonna go with a chilled white. Actually, the Hugel Vineyard is still a family-owned vineyard since the 1600s. This is in the top 7% of wines rated in the world, and of the Alsace version, it's in the top 4%. So hey, $15 or less, you can get this one at Total Wine for about $13.99. killer. And look, when you're choosing the wine, look at those ratings, look at those points. Venture out there, get something a little different, you know, and take your steps that way. But look at those points. This one's been rated over 5,000 times on Total Wine, and it's still in that 3.8 out of 5 stars. That's a good rating. Please believe the star of the show is this gumbo. Quality over quantity. Make your circle smaller, cook good food, and have a good, you know, one of the founders of the feast, Dustin Trosclair, you know, he was saying, I don't know where the channel's going, it's everywhere, here and there. We don't really do tailgate anymore. So if you guys have listened to our motto we've kind of adopted, every day is game day. In that sense, it's how we live. Our days are game days, and how we get ready for those is tailgate. And we would love to all be together every day, but we have to do that virtually. So I say to you, every day is game day. How do you virtual tailgate?